And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. George Karlaftis in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after it right out of the gate.
2nd and 13. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 27 yards there. A first down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, we know he can run the football, too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. From the left hash, this from 34. Garibay's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. His pass caught at the 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived.
Automatic
Penalty
first
flag
down.
for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football. And
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air, or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Garabay's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC.
Now a dump off here complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
The Chiefs at 12-1 now to start play. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And again, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Leo Chanel
from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to maneuver. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go, here we go!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Garibay's kick is good.
And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
First down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Drake London.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ready?
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We're good.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, Hill is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Going for it all. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
Garibay's kick is good.
And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hey, Ridley, come back! Yellow!
Second down and goal. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
So the Broncos coming out now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Hey!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But
he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays. We're back now in KC. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Down left side on the swing pass.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
George Karlaftis giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now the Chiefs' offense, they get ready to head on the field.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, does it?
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on. Broncos are going to get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The extra point up and good by Garibay.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no